first Art Talks. A while ago, we showed you iconic travel posters by Pullman. I think we actually did it twice to remind us of wonderful holiday scenes.
You know, I remember that Greg Ward loved that one that was, I think it was called Blue Tranquil water scene. It was in Nice.
Nice,
yeah,
that's
it was
right.
fantastic.
Yeah, and I think I remember you liked the race car driving in Monaco.
That's right. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Now, we are continuing our travel poster series, not with Pullman, but with the contemporary artist Stephen Millership. That's right.
Very
And
nice.
I think we have a cover. It was inspired by the
we
cover
do.
there in Country Life.
That's right. Yes,
Yep,
thank you,
that's
AJ.
right, yeah.
Yes. This is, well, it's a little hard to see because of the green,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's.
Yes.
I love the boats. You know, the interesting thing about this is the boats are blocking the channel.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's actually
Okay.
a beautiful picture.
Now, to quote the artist, the style of my art draws on the optimism for the future portrayed in many of these posters.
So, audience, if you would type into the chat what you did over the Labor Day weekend, and Sarah, did you have a nice holiday?
I did, thank you. I was at a friend's lake house in Georgia. So I was in Georgia for the first time and it was lovely.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, let's on to today's art talk.
Perfect. Thank you. Yes. Welcome to Art Talk 163. So we're highlighting the beautiful posters of Stephen Millership. Now, in past Art Talks, we've looked at different types of posters. As AJ and Jacques mentioned, we did multiple Art Talks on the Pullman posters. Back in 2021, we looked at the Can posters by Toulouse-Lautrec. And more recently, we looked at Jules Chéret's posters of the Belle Époque. Influenced by the golden age of travel, Manchester-based artist Stephen Millership incorporates a modern twist in his work. Stephen's illustrations bring to life the tallest buildings, longest bridges, biggest statues, and many more structures from around the world, specifically the UK, aiming to make the unattractive attractive, to give a greater appreciation of loved and some not so loved subjects. Portrayed here is an idyllic day in the park listening to music. The bright colors paint this attractive scene of positivity and relaxation amongst the shaded trees. And it has the signature style of the bright colors of the Pullman posters, but we can see the people dressed in modern day clothing. So Millership has kind of a more modern representation. Here is his poster highlighting the Ilkeston Fair. The 771st Ilkeston Charter Fair takes place this October, and it's one of the oldest and largest street fairs in Europe. The charter was granted by King Henry III in 1252, and for virtually the entire week, Ilkeston Town Center is transformed into this vast fairground filled with color, lights, and action for this popular event. Giant's Causeway is an area of about 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, the result of an ancient volcanic fissure eruption. It's located in County Antrim on the north coast of Northern Ireland, and it was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1986 and a National Nature Reserve by the Department of the Environment for Northern Ireland in 1987. In a 2005 poll of Radio Times readers, the Giant's Causeway was named the fourth greatest natural wonder in the United Kingdom. And here we can see SMA's own AJ Patel enjoying the sights. On the left is Millership's representation of cricket being played in a picturesque English village with a cricket ball and what looks to me like a pint of beer in the foreground. And on the right is AJ and Jacques with the tech team from SMA trying their hand at the sport. Here's a poster titled Lark Ascending. And on the bottom of the poster is the first line of Percy Shelley's poem called To a Lark. It reads, "Hail to thee, blithe spirit." And the poem's meaning is about the special freedom that birds enjoy through flight. And what I like about Millership's posters is that he uses bright and vivid colors, but with intention. So in this piece, the bright blue and gray sky is echoed in the blue and gray shadows on the ground. So each poster's colors are very cohesive. High Force is a waterfall located on the River Tees in Teesdale, England, just south of Yorkshire and just north of Durham. And the river plunges about 70 feet over an almost vertical cliff edge. And again, what I like about this poster is the intentionality of the color scheme used. So the tones of charcoal and burnt orange really make the frothy white water stand out. The Cat and Fiddle Windmill is located at Dale Abbey in Ilkeston, where we just learned the yearly fair takes place. And the windmill dates back to 1788 or earlier and can be seen for miles in every direction. You might also recognize the name of the windmill from the Mother Goose rhyme. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. The major oak is a large English oak near the village of Edwinstowe in the midst of Sherwood Forest, Nottinghamshire, England. And according to local folklore, it was Robin Hood's shelter where he and his merry men slept. It weighs an estimated 23 tons, is 33 feet in diameter, and has a canopy of 92 feet. It's also about 800 to 1,000 years old. In 2014, it was voted England's Tree of the Year by the Woodland Trust. As the quote on the left says, it can be a village's oldest inhabitant and a place for communities to gather. I don't know about you all, but I would love to take a trip to England and the UK after seeing all these posters. Thanks, everyone, and I'll be back next week for a tribute to Jimmy Buffett.
Well, thank you, Sarah. I love the vacation scenes, and my favorite, of course, was this one because of the fun we had when we were in India playing cricket.
Yeah.
This brought those memories right back.
You call that fun, huh? Now, I really like the Cat and the Fiddle Windmills, one of my favorite old tunes from when I was a kid. Now, Lexi, can you play us a little bit of that tune?
Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such fun, and the dish
All
ran
right,
away
thank you,
with the
Lexi.
Oh boy.
Okay. Now, we asked each member of our BD staff to share with us one of their Labor Day moments. I think we have a collage to show.
Yes.
Look at that. That looks like fun?
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Buddy.
There's Buddy. Yeah, Buddy trying to give me a kiss. I
Right.
see in the chat that some folks have put in what they did. A couple folks went to the beach. Someone listened to music by Jimmy Buffett to
Sure
get themselves
did.
ready for next week's town hall, I think.
Some
What
people
else?
did absolutely nothing.
Ah,
Right.
good one.
Prepared for a trip to Greece
Greece.
is another.
Yeah.
And lunch in Laguna Beach. What's not to like about that?
Indeed, that's true. Well, thank you so much. That was a great presentation by Sarah.